4th, last 2014. Nominations began last May and voting was held online last October. Today, we are pleased to award the winners of the 5th Komikon Reader's Choice Awards. We have 10 categories that require online voting. Komikon would like to give 2 special awards to individuals who unfortunately are no longer with us, but still needs to be remembered and honored because of the legacy they have left us. First of all, Komikon would like to give the Comics Legend Award. Previous awards were given to the family of Francisco Coching and the late Tony De Zuniga. This year, we would like to honor Mars Ravelo.
There is something about Mars Ravelo's works that relate to the everyday life of a Filipino. Even his fantasy novels like Jezebel, Captain Marvel, and Darna were peppered with traditional Filipino values, being able to write about essentially anything while maintaining his signature style. His first comic-turned-movie was Roberta in 1949, a drama about a down-on-her-luck little girl encountering constant misfortune. In 1951, Darna, globally the first female superhero to have a movie, hit the theaters. It was a proto-feminist movie with 2 three-dimensional female characters as leads, exceeding its time. Similarly, he was one of the first few Filipinos to touch the topic of LGBT rights with Pacifica Palaypay.
How could you? How could you do this thing to me? Pinagkalumo ko sa 5 karapata. Nagsiwala ko naman ako sa'yo katapos naghutang ka sa akin.
And Tubog sa Pinto, a topic taboo in its day. Bonjing and Baby Bubot were introduced, social commentaries about innocence in relation to society. Mars Ravelo's works stand the test of time as a peek into the average Filipino's life during his time. From horror to comedy to fantasy, he has managed to ingrain his patriotism in all his stories. A large number of his early works have made the transition into movies. Some have been made and remade and are still patronized by young and old alike. He has made himself essentially immortal, living through his beloved characters.
Okay. Is the representative from the Ravelo family here to accept the award? Okay. So we'll get back to the award. Okay. But before we, so we'll continue on to the next. All right. All right. Okay. So anyone from the Mars Ravelo family? Are they here? Ah, there. Yes. Okay. Please come up on stage. Okay, please introduce yourself and please give a few words about Mars Ravelo.
Hello, good afternoon. Rex Ravelo po, 7th child of Mars Ravelo. We're happy to be here. We're glad that this award is being given to us in behalf of the Mars Ravelo Comics Characters Inc. and the whole Ravelo family. We're pleased to be here. Thank you.
So the next award is the Comics Aid Award. We give this award as appreciation to individuals, company, or group who has greatly contributed to the welfare of the comics community. It is unfortunate that our awardee is no longer with us. His condition was kept a secret and was a surprise to us all that he had passed away at such a young age. Johnny Danganan, also known as Johnny Balbona, was part of the Komikon in Laguna with artist Jerry Alamgilan and Jonas Jekyll. He was present since the very first Komikon in 2005. We acknowledge him now for his many charitable works. He spearheaded many of Komikon's fundraising activities for calamity victims such as Typhoon Yolanda and the Bohol earthquake, and for fellow comic artists in need like Ariel Padilla and the late Virgil Espinosa. Through Komikon, he also raised funds for Lapis at Papel project that provided school supplies for children in Mindanao. These are just a few of the things he did. He is always a joy to be with, and we miss him dearly. So we have a short video from Okay, to receive the award and to say a few words about Johnny Danganan is Jonas Tego.
I'm here representing Johnny's sisters, also because they're currently attending a convention far away. So medyo nahirapan silang makapunta dito. Johnny is like a superhero of sorts. We all love stories about heroes who spend their normal hours working amongst us in their normal identities. And for the Komikon group, Johnny is not only our superhero, but also, as we call him affectionately, ang ina ng aming tahanan. Over the years, the Komikon group, together with Komikon, the Graphic Literature Guild, and all our other partners in Cebu, in Laguna, have organized a lot of projects in the form of comic book conventions and charitable works. But I can definitely say that none of those would have been possible without Johnny. And in behalf of his family and of the Komikon group, we thank Komikon for this award, And to Johnny, wherever you are, hope you're having fun. And we miss you dearly. Maraming salamat po. I'm back. Right. So onwards, for the first part, I think this is one of the anticipated awards, the Best International Artist. This is for the artist who makes us all proud to be a Filipino, regardless of whether he or she is an illustrator, inker, or colorist based in the Philippines or abroad. We give recognition to the artist that makes us excited to get a copy of a comic book and say, Pinoy yan, Pinoy pride. The nominees are, thank you, Lionel Yu, Marvel Comics, Secret Invasion, Avengers Infinity, Civil War New Avengers. Miko Suwaya, Bloodshot Award number 14. Kim Jacinto, Unworthy Thor, Uncanny Avengers, Venom, Space Knight. Dexter Soy, Captain Marvel, Batman, Arkham Knight Genesis. Rod Espinosa, Antarctic Press, Immortal Will. Can I have the envelope? Anybody's yes? And the winner is Lionel Yu.
Before Lionel leaves the stage, may I ask the other nominees, if you are present, to please join Daniel on stage. Rod Espinosa. Yeah, only Rod is here. The others aren't yet. So Rod, please join Daniel on stage. We would like to give our nominees a little token to remember by.
Right. The next item up is Best Cover. A cover dictates how people see your comic book. Sales also depend on the cover. And here, we salute those covers that made us look and look hard, and the effort it took to conceptualize, pencil, ink, and in some cases, to color the cover. The award shall go to the artist or group of artists that created such a masterpiece. The nominees are Pucha, Eddie Comics by Coco Margaya, Happy Turtle Publishing, South Africa. Burgers and Cheese Meals by R.D. Aquino and Jackson Comics. Buster, Issue 2, TJ Katakutan, Jackson Comics. Callus, Breaking Life One Cup at a Time by Carlo Jose San Juan, Meganon Publishing. Kiko Machine, Ilang Monday Mana Tadhana by Manix Abrera. Sulyak 3 by J.P. Talago, Komikon Incorporated. Strange Natives 2 by Jericho Marquez, Meganon Comics. Patay kung Patay Issue 3, AJ Bernardo. And the winner is Kiko Machine, Bilang 12, Manggulmano Kadana by Manix Abrera.
So before Manix leaves the stage, again, I would like to call on the other nominees to join Manix on stage so you can receive our tokens.
Let's give everyone a big hand of applause. And next up is Best Webcomic. A lot of effort goes into the webcomics we see and enjoy on the web, and they do not get the credit they deserve. But that's why we're here, to give props to those underappreciated webcomics, to give to where it's due. And the nominees for the best webcomics are Libreng Comics by Toto Madaya, Jan Jan Comics by Juris Gold, Kung Hang Flashback by People, Lakanang Makisip by Gilbert, Talos by Carlo Jose San Juan, MP. And wow, tense. And
We have actually a message from. Sorry. No. Another please. Sorry. Go ahead.
wala ka.
1 minute. 1 minute.
And the winner is Hunghang Flashbacks by Deborah.
And as I was saying, we have a message from Mr. Tibor, who is not here today.
Hi! Hello Komikon! Maraming salamat sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa mga bumoto for Bungang Flashback bilang Best Web Comic this 2017. Sana nag-share ulit. Kung wala pa kayong Christmas present ngayong Christmas sa inyong mga kalandian at mga crush. Maraming salamat sa mga leaders, mga commenters, sharers, likers, at higit sa lahat sa mga voters. Tapos sa baba, ayun, kita-kita na lang tayo sa Tuloy na Buhay sa Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more semi-relatable comics at kung ano pang kalandian at kaungangan.
And I would like to call on the other nominees to please come on stage to get their tokens. Oh, yeah, sorry. To join the nominees, we have, sorry.
And Kazarina.
Yes. She is Anzarina Alba is here to also receive the award in behalf of Mr. Deborah. Please come on stage to receive the award.
This award is for those countless self-published comics that we now fondly call indies. That among these countless black and white comics stood out and proved to be the one with the most of them all. This is for the indie that made the biggest dent among the populace, be it good or bad. It made enough noise for people to look and take notice. It made enough of a statement that people actually stopped and listened. It brought something new and fresh that has never been done or seen before, be it the concept, the art, or the story. It was a breath of fresh air among the masses of photocopied, folded in half, and stapled twice in the spine comics. This is meant for those who dreamed of making a mark on the comic industry and have succeeded quite magnificently at that. The nominees are Julian by Joseph Custodio Gaston, Fuentecilla Perdón Panilio by Aguila, Mick Cervantes, Mick Fajardo, Alec Religiosa, Gasoline, Francis and Patrick Concepcion, I'm a Legal Alien. It's anybody's game at this point, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner is Julian!
Okay, we would like to call out the other nominees to please join Ms. Julian on stage and get her documents.
Next up is the Best Cartoonist Award. The award acknowledges the countless comic strip artists whose work are published in newspapers, tabloids, and magazines. Some might say that comic strip artists don't get the props that they deserve. They give us the simple delight of a smile, a chuckle, or an all-out laugh. They're one of those everyday things that we tend to pass by, yet they're sometimes important, as their humor is sometimes the only solace in those dreary days. The nominees are Giles Diaz, the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Carlos San Juan NB, Diet, Manila Bulletin. Romel Stanislaw, Rocoy, Manila Bulletin. Toto Madaya, Libre Pons, FHM. Without further ado, the winner is Toto Madaya. We would like to call on the other.
Yes, these other nominees, please join Toto on stage to get your tokens. Lapit-lapit po sa harap.
now we have the Best Comic Creator Award. This award recognizes the talents of a solo artist or team of artists in making the best comic there is. The nominees are Julius Villanueva, making Ella Afrodite. Ron Pham, Life, Noise. Merca City, Leon, Chicago. Alcazar, Pascual, and Bernard. Patay kung patay. Calino Valenzuela Cantos Incorporated. And the winner is Alcazaren, Pascual, and Bernardo. Patay kung patay. We would like to call on the rest of the other nominees to join us on stage for a photo. And now we have the Best Comic Strip Compilation Award. The nominees are Pucha, Eddie Comics by Toto Magayan, Happy Circle Publishing. Talent, bringing life one cup at a time by Carlo Jose San Juan MD, Meganon Publishing. Agents of Amber, Anto Villar and San Velasco, Forest Studios. Lakada Pakisi, Gil. Office Space, Robert Masalmay. And the winner is Pucha, Eddie Comics by Toto Madaya, Happy Circle Publishing.
We would like to call out the other nominees to please join Toto on stage.
Now we have only 3 awards left. This is for the ultimate, the chosen one. This is for the best among the rest. This means that the comic has achieved its ultimate potential. It's all that and then some. This covers the mainstream comics published and sold in the major local bookstores. This is for those who have reached the pinnacle of comic making. It's up there, head and shoulders above the rest, looking down on us through a magnifying glass. This is for the comic that embodies all the things that made us love comics in the first place. The Best Comic Award is divided into 3 categories. Best Comic Graphic Novel Anthology. Graphic novels are defined as novels whose narrative is related through a combination of text and art, often in comic strip form. On the other hand, an anthology is a collection of standalone comic book stories collected in one publication by a group or one author. This award aims to honor the best comic book creator or group of creators for their exemplary work. The second is the Best Comic Serialized. A comic series published regularly in a magazine, newspaper, or comic book publication. And last but not least is the Best Comic Strip Compilation. So, without further ado, for Best Comic Serialized, the nominees are Buster by PJ Nakapita, Komikon. Komikon by Mervyn Alonso, Pinaya. Kapay Kumpatan, Alcazar, Pascual, and Bernard. Zombidor, Liliana Cruz Santos, Felico. Antingeros, Bernardo, Liliana Cruz, Felico. And the winner is Tabi Mo by Mervyn Alonso, Aliyah Public School. We'd like to call on the other nominees for a photo op on stage, please. And next up, the Best Comic Anthology Award. The nominees are Lingon by Merca City, Sikami by Barnes Artist, Piko by Battle Comics by Nicolas and various artists. Sulyap 3, various artists Komikon Incorporated. Lunatic, Lebanon Comics, various artists. And the winner is Piko, Pambatang Comics, various artists. We'd like to call on the other nominees to join us on stage for a photo op. And last, but certainly not least, the Best Graphic Novel Award. The nominees are Lost by Rob Chan and Iron House, Bella, Bob Virginia, Donna House, Komikon Incorporated, Calico Venezuela 1-0. And the winner is Mena Bongardilia, Donna House.
Bob is not here right now, but he sent us a message via video.
Ano po, ako po si Pong Gadila. Una po sa lahat, pasensya na po at wala po ako dyan para pasalamatan kayo in person. Pero mas maigi na rin siguro to kesa naman na nakatayo ako dyan sa stage at baka ako maiisarap ng mga tao sa sobrang kabada. Hindi talaga po ako sanay magsalita sa harap ng mga tao. Maraming salamat po sa Komikon at keep up the good work. Marami po kayong natutulong sa comics community. Maraming salamat din po lalong-lalo na sa mga cool na tao sa likod ng Anino Comics at the Darna House. Thank you so much, Carl Joafier. I owe you a lot, man. Hindi na po ako magbabanggit ng iba pang mga tao dahil napakarami po kayo lahat. Alam niyo na po kung sino-sino kayo, pero maraming salamat po. Sa lahat ng mga komikero po, thank you rin po sa pagbukas niyo ng pintuan para ako ay makapasok sa lumalaking komunidad ng Filipino comics. Kasi hanggang ngayon, sa totoo lang, isang taon lang nakaraan, hindi pa ako makapaniwalang lumabas ang Mulag as friend. Kaya medyo surreal pa rin ang pakiramdam ko. Isipin niyo naman kung anong pakiramdam ko nung nalaman kong nasama ito sa pangalan ng mga matitinik na kumikero dyan. Tulad ni Ram Cham, Melvin at Joanna Kalingo at Jem Valenzuela. Napakasaya ko nun, grabe. Tapos, eto ako ngayon, hindi ko actually alam kung anong sasabihin ko. Pero hopefully, makauwi ako kahit minsan lang. Kahit minsan lang, kahit para makilala ko kayo, makamayan mo kayo, kumikero at magbabasa ng comics para siguro makasakaling mabawasan yung nararamdaman kong pagka-outcast at outsider ng comics community. Dahil medyo pakiramdam ko kasi magkakakilala na kayo parang magkakapatid. Samantalang ako mag-isa rito. Mag-isa lang ako rito. Anyway, higit sa lahat, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng bumasa ng vlog. Binili niyo man to o hiniram at hindi na binalik sa kaibigan o dinikwat man kung saan-saan. Basta ang importante sa akin, nabasa niyo to at mayroon kayong naramdaman. Ngumiti kayo or napaluan ng konti o nagalit man. Basta meron kayong naramdaman pagkatapos niyo nabasa. Dahil sa bandang uli, yun lang naman ang importante. Ito sa tulad kong taga-kwento. Kaya maraming salamat po sa inyo. Kayo po ang dahilan kung bakit lumabas ang Mulag. Kaya hanggang sa pangalawang pagbisita natin doon. Thank you po.
Here to accept the award is Carl Joe Javier for Mr. Baldwin.
We would like to call on the other nominees to please join Carlo on stage.
Congratulations to all our nominees and most especially to our winners. We thank everyone who nominated and voted online. This would not be possible without everyone's participation. May this inspire all our fellow comic book creators to continue making comics and inspire many others to read and support our local comics. Thank you. To all who have attended this year's Komikon, we thank you for your continued support for this small industry. Please follow our Facebook and Twitter pages for updates on the scheduled events next year. Mabuhay ang Komikon!
Thank you to everyone who attended the award ceremony. The event is not finished yet. The event is until 7, so please enjoy the rest of the Komikon. Thank you very much.